Hi, everyone. Well, it's time to review another sample from our New York City Metro Whiskey Meetup. This one, Booker's Bourbon 23-03, Mighty Fine Batch, 126.6 proof. And this sample is courtesy of my friend, Angry Irish Mac. I cannot say enough great things about Angry Irish Mac. He is a great guy. I love his content. One of my favorites is his Tuesday night bar reviews with his lifelong friends, really great friends, the Bear and the Dinger. I love seeing what they say, what he says, and they try all these different whiskeys every week on Tuesday night. And I just think that's great. And just even that aside, his content, the way he describes when he's tasting and doing a review, he's so descriptive and detailed about every a tasting note in every part of the process, the nose, the palate, every part of the palate, the finish. So great content. If you're not following Angry Irish Mac, you definitely should. Definitely follow Angry Irish Mac. So now to get into the sample, this is actually my first Booker's I've ever tasted. I mean, I tried the Little Book. That was actually Angry Irish Mac's other sample, and I tried that, really liked it. Again, there's so much that goes into this. There's so much blending. So I tried that, really liked it. And that was Little Book in retrospect, chapter 7. And this is going to be my first Booker's. I know there's a lot of different batches. So this is the first one I'm going to be trying. And this one, again, is 2303, 126.6 proof. The Little Book in retrospect, I think, was like 118 proof. There's a lot that goes into this. So just as a side note, the phrase "mighty fine batch" that comes from it's basically it's in honor of the phrase that Booker No used to use to compliment anything that he liked. He would say it's a mighty fine batch. So that's where the name comes from. So really quick, this batch is made up of barrels from 7 production dates, aged in 6 different warehouses, and I'll take you through this really quick. First, you have 2% from the 5th floor of Warehouse Q, 3% from the 6th floor of Warehouse Z, 8% from the 5th floor of Warehouse G, 10% from the 6th floor of Warehouse I, 10% from the 5th floor of Warehouse H, 12% from the 5th floor of Warehouse G, and finally, the largest part, 55% from the 5th floor of Warehouse 3. And I get an approximate age of, I found this in the information, 7 years, 1 month, 10 days. I'm not sure if that's right or not, but that would sound about right. So just like with the Little Book, there's so much complexity and so many different barrels that they're using, and obviously they're using obviously great barrels from all different parts of different warehouses. Just in terms of the floors, some warehouses have more floors than others, but you're looking at either the middle to the upper floors of these warehouses. So that's the deal with this. I am really anxious to get into this. Let's pour it in the glass and get started. Okay, so we got this in the glass. I do not have information on the mash bill, so I'm going to kind of see, when I taste it, how much rye content I think there is, and see if I can take some guesses on that. So let's go right into the nose. Classic vanilla caramel. For 126.6 proof, there's really no ethanol is coming out. It's a very nice smell. I'm getting some oak, vanilla caramel, traditional smells. All right, let's get right into the palate. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is a nice flavor bomb right there. This is really good. That was potent. I am tasting every bit of that 126.6 proof, and I mean that in a good way. Really nice on the finish. I am getting a little blast of oak there, so my thinking is there is some decent degree of rye spice. I mean, so I think there is a definite degree of a relatively high degree of rye in here. But that's mixed with a whole lot of sweetness. I'm getting kind of similar from the nose to the palate, vanilla caramel oak on the palate as well. I am picking up some decent spice in there. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking there is at least some degree of rye spice. This is a very potent and long and very pleasant finish. I can definitely say, after having this in the Little Book, I am going to definitely be exploring more Booker's expressions. I've never had that. That is the one element of the Jim Beam that I have not approached. I've had, I think, pretty much all the other lines of their small batch and everything else, but This I have not. This is my first Booker's again. Had the little book. Um, I really like this. I mean, this is really super. I gotta take one more taste. This is absolutely delicious. Angry Irish Mac, thank you again for this. This is fantastic. Um, I thank you. I appreciate you. And again, everybody out there, if you're not following Angry Irish Mac, definitely follow Angry Irish Mac. He is a great guy, and he's got great content. And you definitely gotta check his page out. Definitely give him a follow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. More reviews to follow.